train us permission to do this. So long as I have permission of the students, of course.
Yeah, I was planning on it.
You were, have you been doing that for a while?
Thank you.
Thank you, Drew. I
feel-
just started again.
I mean, when it comes to blanket folding and making sure everybody's properly situated.
Yeah. You kind of got to get close in there
Yeah.
and shift some things around.
Hello, everybody.
People are very receptive to it.
We started a new live stream, by the way.
What's that?
I just started a new stream.
Okay.
Have a wonderful class. Thank you. Here? And what's your name? Tara. Tara. Wonderful. So we're gonna need lots of props today. Yeah. You might wanna get even at least 2 more blankets. You should be good with those 2 blocks and a bolster. For the folks at home, welcome. Namaste. I've usually been doing yin, classical yin, but tonight we're gonna do full-on restorative. So get all the good props, the blankets, the bolsters, anything that you need. I recommend at least 2 to 3 blankets. All right, friends. Also make sure you're near a wall. Wink, wink. Okay. Started in 15 minutes last class. Have you done restorative before? It's been a while. Yes. I just started last week. Wonderful. let's just take a moment, close the eyes, find a nice, comfortable seat. Allow your pelvis to root down into the earth, become steady, and notice a lengthening in the spine. Soften the pelvic floor just slightly and allow the spine to be soft and supple. And as you notice a rise through each and every vertebrae, allow your shoulders to roll up, back, and down. Shoulder blades on the back, chest pulling forward. Then noticing your throat. Whatever words have been spoken or not spoken today, leaving that behind for now. Softening the jaw, the tongue. Release the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Release the thinking mind. Softening all the muscles in the face, the fascia tissue around the eyes. Soften the eyes. Allow them to be heavy. Now take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And deep breath in. Deep breath out. Now inhale, deep breath in. Follow the spine up towards the crown. Really lengthen the breath. And then exhale back down the spine through pursed lips, like you're blowing through a straw. Inhaling up the spine, feeling every vertebrae, the crown of the head. And exhale, down the spine, breathing out pursed lips. And then into the earth. A couple more times like that, just breathing up the spine. And breathing down the spine. So our spine is our center, the connection between our right and left side, the front and back body. And as an axis mundi between earth and heaven, our humanly body and our cosmic body. So we show up to Restorative today to not only ease the body, the breath, and the mind through slow, intentional postures, through sitting in stillness, but to find that center point, kind of digging out all the weeds that may be blocking the root of who we really are and what's really there underneath the surface. And just one more breath, breathing up and down the spine. And then bring your hands together at heart center, pressing sternum into thumbs, thumbs into sternum. Feel a bit of levity in the heart. Notice the chest open and rise. The mind move down into the awareness in the space of your heart. There is its own sort of awareness that resides here in the space. Notice what that might be. If it's light or heavy, warm, cold. grounded or ungrounded. Now bring your thumbs up to third eye center and just honoring the power of the mind. Knowing wherever the mind goes, energy flows. It's constantly changing. It's very hard to control the mind. So instead of trying to force the mind into spaces that may be difficult for it, let's just gently allow ourselves to find whatever it is that works to ease the mind. Whether that means taking the longer path to peace, being more patient with the way we look at our own thoughts, our own feelings. Now take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Sliding thumbs down, nose, lips, neck, and heart center. We'll open our practice with a silent Om. An Om to help clear the internal landscape and create that pathway between the external and the internal. But first, a deep breath in, hold at the top, exhale out the mouth. Inhale to silent Om. When you're ready, just sweetly bow your chin in towards your chest. And gently open up the eyes. For our first posture today, we'll come into Stonehenge. So make sure you have 2 blocks on the highest setting. And it might be more towards the edge of the mat or more towards the middle, depending on how long your legs are. So what you'll end up doing is you'll lay down on your back. You resting your head on a blanket. And then gently place your legs on the bolster. Allowing your feet to become heavy, your tailbone heavy. Maybe placing another blanket over the body or on the belly. Now you can either have the bolster right at the ankles or right at the knees. Notice what you need for your body to be the most comfortable. Remember, we'll be in this posture for about 10 minutes. So ask yourself, is this a good place for about 10 minutes? If some props knock over, that's totally fine. Just put it all back together. And then allow your arms to rest down by your sides on the belly. Slightly tuck your chin in towards your chest and lengthen the back of the neck. And when you inhale, really feel your inhale. When you exhale, really feel your exhale. Inhale, expand the belly. Exhale, let gravity do the work, belly towards the spine. Inhale, expanding the belly. And exhale, gravity doing work. Let the belly button fall. Inhale, expand the belly. And exhale, belly button towards the spine. Just allow your breath to breathe you. Start to notice physical sensation. So starting with the feet. Notice your toes, the bottoms of your feet, and the tops of your feet. The ankles, the calves and shins, the knees, the thighs, the hamstrings, the glutes, the pelvis and tailbone. Heavy, heavy, heavy. And then the low back, mid back, and upper back. And then low belly, mid belly, and upper belly. Just soften the belly here, almost like jello, easeful and fluid. The chest rising and falling, the shoulders, the arms, elbows, and the hands. Feel the air brushing against your fingertips. Then sweetly guiding your awareness up the arms, shoulders, and into the neck. Feel the lengthening of the neck, the throat, and the jaw. Maybe open and close the mouth a little bit. Move the jaw from side to side. And allow it to release the mouth, the cheeks, the eyes, the nose, and the ears. And then sweetly moving up the temples, all the fascia around the temples and the brain. Then into the forehead. Relax the forehead. Top of the head and back of the head. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Feel your whole body together. Whole body together. Whole body together. And sweetly now move to the breath. Is the breath long or short? Do
deep or shallow? Does it change or does it stay the same? First, noticing what's on the surface before we dive deeper, the underlying condition and patterning of why we breathe the way we do. What happens when we breathe a certain way, change our breath to another way. And do your best not to force the breath. Just notice what it needs now, paying attention to how it wishes to move in and out of the body. If your mind wanders off, that's okay. It's what the mind does. So gently bring it back to noticing the breath, the quality of the breath. The power of restorative comes from stillness, from long holds in supportive postures. It takes the body about 5 to 8 minutes to truly rest into a posture, to find that sense of stillness and ease, where the fascia really releases. Let's go. So we're not really doing nothing. We're actually giving our body so much care and support right now. Allowing that support, and then allowing yourself to allow yourself. And gently let go of your awareness on the breath. Bring it to the mind. What's happening in the mind? Are there any thoughts about the past, plans or worries about the future? Perhaps reactions to this very moment. The more still we become, the more we attune to the subtleties of our mind, the underlying patterns of behavior and thinking. And just imagine your thoughts like clouds passing in the sky, moving from some unknown ethereal place, entering, and then back out into some unknown ethereal place. Notice if some thoughts wish to continue moving in and out of the mind, or some are a bit more sticky, slow, like to take their time, maybe performing in the mind, saying, look at this, look at this, look at this. And for thoughts that continue to stay, doing our best to be patient with their exit rather than giving them attention. Of course, giving them attention isn't the worst thing in the world. Again, that's what the mind does. We give our thoughts attention. But what happens if we look and then let go? Look at the next and then let go. Two more minutes now. Now allow yourself to choose one of the three spheres, either the body, the breath, or the mind. For the body, exploring sensation, how it feels in stillness. If you choose the breath, looking at the quality of the breath, maybe in the chest or the belly, where does it arise? If you choose the mind, noticing what thoughts pop up more than others, where you feel you wish to give your attention to, where you don't wish to give your attention to. One more minute in silence. Three more deep breaths here. take your time. Pressing your hands down into the earth. Gently start to lift your legs up and off the bolster. Placing your feet down, bending the knees. Once you've released your legs, roll either to the right or left side in fetal position. And bring attention to how you feel. What are the effects of the posture? And how is it shifting your own internal landscape? Softening certain undulations and grooves. Inhale deeply into the belly. Exhale out pursed lips. Sweetly press into your hand, keeping your eyes heavy. Just lift up into seated. We'll move into our next posture. Make sure you have your bolster handy and lying parallel on the mat. Removing the blocks, placing them to the side. For our next posture, we'll come into supported deer pose. So if you'd like to look at me for a moment, make sure you have 2 blankets on either sides of the bolster for your hands. So your hands might get a little chilly. It's nice just to cozy them into the blanket or rest your arms down. And I'll come to sit right here on my sits bones with my bottom left foot pressing against the right thigh. So we have these triangulated shapes. We'll face the side of your mat. Make sure your hip is close to that bolster. And then when you're ready, you'll lengthen the spine and then gently start to come down onto the bolster. Your right hip will lift up. Resting your arms down on the blankets. And then if you can, bring your opposite cheek, so right cheek to the bolster. This just gives a nice twist. But if for some reason that's too much, leave your left cheek on the bolster. Those of you in the pose, just settle in. Bring your awareness to the spine. Again, moving up, down the spine. I said, takes about 5 to 8 minutes in finding that stillness. And this pose is a twist, so there's naturally going to be a little longer of a time to rest in. They say twists are naturally very feminine postures. They help with digestion, calming, and cooling the system. That natural yin energy that moves from motion to stillness, sound to quiet. Inhale deep into the belly. Exhale through pursed lips. Inhaling deep into the belly. And exhale through pursed lips. Inhale deep into the belly. Exhale through pursed lips. Keep your awareness on the belly. Notice it rise and fall. Notice all the little twisting muscles in the abdomen. And there's so many different energetic points here. Plexi of nerves, especially the kind of nerves that get activated when we're in our sympathetic nervous system. By twisting and pressing into the belly, we're actually easing the vagus nerve, easing all these little plexi of nerves, saying, hey, I love you, body. I see you, body. It's okay. Feel your legs heavy, your arms heavy, supported by the weight of the blankets. Your head sweetly melting into the bolster. Open the mouth slightly. Allow the jaw to soften. Notice how that softens the neck. Now dive deeply into the neck. See if without moving from reaction to sensation, you can explore sensation in stillness for a couple of breaths. Tracing the vertebrae up and down the neck, the muscles around the vertebrae. One more breath on this side. Excuse me.
I need one more minute. Three more breaths here. And once you finish that final breath, take your time lifting your head up and off the bolster, pressing into your hands, carving out the armpits, lengthening the arms, gently walking back. Before we go to the opposite side, maybe just windshield wiper the knees from side to side. So hands behind the back, bent knees. And when you're ready, moving to the opposite side. So right hip towards the edge of the bolster. Bending that right knee. Placing the left leg against the bottom. Squeezing length and spine. When you're ready, twisting over the bolster, resting your torso down, arms down, looking over to the right. Now, what happens when you first arrive in the pose? Do you go to the body, the breath, or the mind? Just like the way we store things in our own home, we can store things in the body like thoughts, feelings, emotions. These impressions might show up as tightness, tension, or even dis-ease.
We can hoard thoughts and emotions in the body, easily clinging to old patterns of behavior just because they're familiar, easy to go back to. No judgment. It's all a part of the human experience. But as we're in the middle of fall, the leaves learn that it's time to release the branches they held onto, falling to the earth. It may not be an easy journey, even if it's relatively quick. So notice, what are some things that need to be released? And I offer noticing places in the body, like the tummy, and then seeing if there are any underlying emotions connected to this space. Old memories or thoughts that you didn't realize were under the surface. Connecting that physical body to the cosmic body. The more we can make that connection, the easier we can find our center. One more minute on this side. Three more breaths. Once you finish that final breath, just gently pressing into your hands, bringing your head to center. Go ahead, straighten out the arms, carve out the armpits, and then gently walk back towards the head. Finding your windshield motions. See if you can notice every path of movement. Any little muscle and sensation. Notice something. And for our next posture, we're going to supported lying down twist. So bring your bolster to the edge of your mat for preparation. We'll use it to rest your leg on. And when you're ready, just lie back. I can assess, okay, is the bolster in line with my leg? I personally like to keep my foot on the bolster. Some prefer differently. But you'll lengthen that left leg out, either cactus or T the arms. Sweetly twist the right leg over the left and rest the leg. You might want blankets on the hands to keep them warm, blanket on the belly for grounding, maybe over the eyes, it's like a big eye pillow. Got lots of blankets here, lots of support. And allowing yourself to find rest in the posture. Easing into stillness. The longer we're still, you might start to notice the knee move down closer to the bolster. As the inner groin opens up, the piriformis, all those muscles around the glutes, the upper thigh and the hip. And breathing with the breath, just send your right leg, your right hip some love. Giving yourself permission to soften. So maybe we don't notice resistance of a falling leaf. Maybe it doesn't want to fall to the ground and hangs on to that branch for sustenance, for light, so that it can continue to live on even if it feels wasted or tired or crumpled in winter. There are some things in our life that will be harder to let go of, or that we may never let go of. In fact, pine trees keep their needles. They survive the winter holding on through little sustenance. It's the softer, more vibrant things in our life, the things that we might really love, that start to release and let go. So notice places of resistance in the body, places that are sturdier by staying still and strong regardless of change, as opposed to places that require letting go and releasing. Notice the hip, the leg, all the muscles and pressure points in the feet that connect to our organs and our brain. And then notice resistance in the breath, whether from gravity or our own lung capacity. And then noticing resistance in the mind. That's really where a lot of this starts, is in the mind. Notice if there are some thoughts that we push away, some that are easy to let go of without pushing them away. One more minute here. Three more deep breaths. Taking your time, gently releasing the leg. Maybe activate the core slightly to lift that leg. So tucking in the belly, carving out the belly. And just allowing that belly to pull the leg up and off. Maybe reach it up towards the sky. Give it a couple of twists in the ankle. Feel free to bend and straighten that leg. Open the hip out and back in. And then when you're ready, just gently release it down. Move the block to the opposite side. So notice how you approach the posture the second time around. Maybe there's a sense of ease or comfort, or perhaps noticing little judgments, criticisms. It could be both. It could be none at all. Inhale deeply into the belly. Exhale through pursed lips. Inhale deeply into the belly. And exhale through pursed lips. Inhale deeply into the belly. Exhale, pursed lips, let it all out. Allow your breath to breathe you. Allow yourself to allow yourself. I really love Restorative for its capacity to reveal, to unearth the things underneath the surface in a very subtle and quiet way. And as we release tension in the body, we're also releasing certain things we've been holding on to, like a kink in a hose that has been fixed. And now the energy can just flow through easily. The body is supple and soft. And sometimes when memories are released, they can rush through the body into the mind. Sometimes it's intense, sometimes not. But if we're still, we can really slow down the force for which things are revealed, allowing ourselves to be more patient with what arises, to sit with what's here, even in moments of discomfort. 2 more minutes on this side. Three more deep breaths here. With every exhale, feeling your energy decompose a little into the earth, releasing that stickiness and heaviness. Taking your time, and carve out the belly gently, belly button towards the spine. Just allow your leg to come up and off the bolster. Again, maybe extending the leg up towards the sky. Bending, straightening the back, opening the hip, closing the hip. We'll move into our final posture of Shavasana. Feel free if you'd like to finish Shavasana on the legs of the wall with a bolster underneath the knees. Again, blanket over the body, or perhaps in Stonehenge, like we did at the beginning of the practice. With all the postures we did today, there was quite a focus on the sacrum, the tailbone, all the muscles around the hips, and blood just flowing to that part of the body. So notice if there's any healing that needs to be done or revealed in that space. The hips carry a lot of energetic baggage. The sacrum, the tailbone, all of those places. Start to feel your body sink into the earth. And your breath just softening, an easeful breath, no more control. All the sensory organs moving inward, the eyes closed, the ears listening internally, taste in the mouth dissolves, the touch releases. Sinking deeper, deeper, deeper into the body, releasing, releasing, releasing. slowly start to come back to the body. Wiggling fingers and toes. And reminding yourself that you are in this beautiful body, with a beautiful breath, a beautiful mind, having this experience. Everyone on their own time, stretching the body long, and removing props. We'll all meet in fetal position on our side. Do your best to keep your eyes closed, or at least half open. And just pause here for a beat. Allow yourself to feel held and safe by Mother Earth. Her pressing against you, back against her. And keeping your eyes closed or half open, make your way to seated at the top of your mat. And gently bring your hands together at heart center. Maybe noticing the difference between now versus the beginning of practice. Things underneath the surface that have been revealed in our own heart center, that have left more room for love and light, spaciousness. Removing the weeds to let the soil be fertile, allowing things to be nourished. And then moving thumbs up to third eye center. Just honoring the power of the mind. Knowing wherever the mind goes, energy flows. We have the capacity to attune to what's here, so we can respond to what's here. Maybe, just maybe, let go a little bit. And take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Sliding thumbs down nose, lips, neck, and heart center. We'll close our practice with one external Om now, moving from our quiet internal landscape back out into the world. But first, a deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale to Om. Smile on your eyes, sweetly bow your chin towards your chest. The light in me honors and respects the light in you. Namaste. Take your time, friends. We did go a little over because the class was late getting out before us. But if you'd like, just rest a little bit more. No rush. And enjoy the rest of your evening. Good night,
life's chore.